Thank you, Kennesaw State University, for hosting TED Talks. Today I'm going to talk to you about STEM. It's an acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. I work in an MID room. That's for mild intellectually disabled students. I have those students with intellectual disabilities and also those with autism. If you'd asked me 3 years ago, what is STEM and can my students do it? I would have said I'm not sure, but I'll sure try. And now, after first learning the foundations of STEM and then helping to instruct my faculty and staff, I can not only say that we are proudly STEM certified, but also that my students are performing and meeting the STEM criteria in a comparable manner to their same non-disabled peers. And see, the incredible thing is that these culturally and linguistically diverse students, or the students with special education disabilities, well, a lot of times they have these speech and language disabilities as well, and it hinders them academically. But see, STEM is awesome because it is a universal language that it's accessible to all students, no matter who they are. And those gifted students, the high achievers, well, the problem is that they learn there's a right way and there's a wrong way. And with STEM, that's not true. There's a myriad of ways where innovation and creativity are key components. And right now, when we have a population of over 7.5 billion people and it's growing every day, and our resources are so very limited, and also we know so very little about the world around us, well, we need those kids. We need problem solvers, kids that are going to think outside the box, ones that are not simply fixated on the solution.
So today I'm going to show you the website Science Bob. So Science Bob has a variety of experiments that are laid out very simple, along with science fair ideas, research, help, science Q&A, the science store. But today we're going to focus on the experiments. So the experiment that I'm going to show you in the next slide is to build a fizz inflator. So what you're going to do is you're going to need a water bottle, half cup of vinegar, small balloon, and some baking soda in a funnel. So basically what happens is that it creates carbon dioxide, CO2, and the CO2 fills up the balloon because of the baking soda and the vinegar reaction. But what else is nice about Science Bob are these PDF files that you can download, which outline the entire experiment. They're a good handout that you can send home with the kids when you do an experiment in class so that they can try it at home with their parents or just show them what they did in class. So I'm a big fan of this website. I think that everything is laid out pretty well. I like that it gives you the extra images as help of what to do. Some of them even have videos of the experiment that you can show at the beginning. Like, here's a hovercraft video from the Jimmy Kimmel Show. You can see how the experiment worked. I want to try this one in your class. But yeah, there's a bunch of different experiments you can try. All of these are fairly simple that can be done in the classroom. And I know that, like, we did this one the other day in class with the milk and the food coloring. Although we dipped a Q-tip in the soap and then you dip that in there, which I think was a little easier for the kids to do than just sitting there while you pour the soap in. But basically the dish soap pushes the fat of the milk out of the way, and that's how it creates the colors. I've done this with my kid. The vinegar cleaning pennies. That's something easy you can do with the kids. Anyway, there's a bunch of different experiments that you can try. And I highly recommend this website. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a simple experiment that you can do in your special education classrooms. So we're going to take a half cup of vinegar and pour it into a bottle. Now, I was out of white vinegar, so I'm using white wine vinegar. So I'm not entirely sure it's going to have the same effect, but I don't see why it wouldn't. So then what you're going to do is you're going to put the balloon on the end of a funnel, like this. And then take some baking soda. And you're going to dump some baking soda into the funnel and it'll go into the balloon. There's not a set amount that you need for this. Once you're done with that, you're going to take the end of the balloon. You'll probably have to help the kids with this. Put it over the top of the bottle, and then you're going to dump the baking soda in, and it'll perform a reaction that'll blow the balloon up. Now the balloon's being filled with CO2 gas from the reaction of the vinegar with the baking soda. And that's the experiment. Then if you want, you can let the kids feel the balloon. The air that it fills with, the CO2 reaction, actually causes it to feel a little bit cool, which is interesting. And kids might like that. Anyway, it's a very simple experiment. It's something that they can do at home with their families. It's basic household ingredients. You can send a bottle and a balloon home with them along with the printout from Science Bob. This is one of the experiments on there. And that's it. Now you have it.